Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Friday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 21.6K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below. Really good promo, especially with FanDuel, guys. New customers bet 5, get 150 in bonus bets. Take advantage of that in the description below. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Big slate today as we head into the weekend. Starting with the Miami Marlins versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at minus 290. The Marlins plus 230 with the over-under at 8.5. Marlins coming into this matchup 29 and 52. The Phillies 53 and 28. Pitching for the Marlins is Kyle Tyler with an ERA of 4.50. Pitching for the Phillies is Christopher Sanchez with an ERA of 2.56. Tyler, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Sanchez, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Miami beating the Phillies yesterday 7-4. Nice underdog win for them. I'm sure that killed a lot of people's parlays yesterday. Disappointing loss for the Phillies. And the big news with Bryce Harper. He's questionable with a hamstring. Kyle Schwarber questionable. So they got some big time guys questionable today. We'll see if they play. I just have a feeling Bryce Harper's not going to play. They'll probably give him rest here. That would be my thought. I feel like they're going to have him sit. So if that's going to be the case here, I think I got to take the Marlins today. Don't want to bet on the Phillies if they got their best hitters out of their lineup. I'll take Marlins plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Washington opening up, Rays are opening up as home favorites at minus 160. Washington plus 130 with the over-under at 7.5. Washington coming into this matchup 38 and 42. Tampa Bay 40 and 41. Pitching for the Nationals is Mitchell Parker with an ERA of 3.30. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Eflin with an ERA of 4.20. Parker, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Eflin, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Washington on a 3-game losing streak, coming off, getting swept against the Padres. Tampa Bay coming off a good Seattle series, dropping their last game, but played well in that series. Washington hasn't really played well their last 10 plus games. Pitching wise, both pitchers give up runs here, but I don't know. The Rays playing well right now. Nationals on a bit of a slump. I think I'm going to take a shot with the Rays at home today. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at minus 140. The Rangers plus 120 with the over-under at 8.5. Rangers coming into this matchup 37 and 44. Baltimore 51 and 30. Pitching for the Rangers is Max Scherzer with an ERA of 0. Pitching for Baltimore is Albert Suarez with an ERA of 2.70. Scherzer, his last start, he's only pitched once this season. He made his debut last week. Pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Rangers on a 4-game losing streak, losing to Baltimore yesterday 11-2. Nice win for Baltimore to get back on track after that tough Houston and Cleveland series. Rangers, they're just 0-7 on the road. They've been really struggling on the road here. And Scherzer looked really good in his debut for the season. Suarez, he's been good, coming off 2 rougher games. But just the Rangers are not playing well. And I gotta take Baltimore here. I know Scherzer has been, overall in his career, been great on the mound. looked good in his debut, but I like the way Baltimore's playing right now. Two teams trending in different directions. I'll take Baltimore at home. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Yankees opening up as road favorites at -120. Toronto +110 with the over-under at 8.5. Yankees coming into this matchup 52-31. Toronto 37-43. Pitching for the Yankees is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 3.25. Pitching for Toronto is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 4.0. Stroman, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Kikuchi, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Yankees losing 9-2 yesterday to Toronto. They're 2-8 in their last 10. They are just on a brutal stretch right now. I'm not sure what's going on with the Yankees. I know they got, no Rizzo and Stanton, so they are missing some guys in their lineup. Probably is the issue, honestly, missing those guys, because they just are not hitting the ball well right now. I mean, 3 of the last 4 games, they're getting 1 to 2 runs here, which isn't going to do it. I just can't take the Yankees as a favorite. The way they've been playing, I'll take Toronto +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Chicago White Sox. White Sox opening up as home favorites at -120. The Rockies +110 with the over-under at 8.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 27-53. The White Sox 22-61. Pitching for the Rockies is Dakota Hudson with an ERA of 5.63. Pitching for the White Sox is Drew Thorpe with an ERA of 5.02. Hudson, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 8 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Thorpe, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. The Rockies on a 3-game losing streak. They're 2-8 in their last 10. White Sox coming off a Braves win yesterday, 1-0. This is a horrible looking matchup right here. Colorado is 4-2 against the White Sox, so they've been good head to head. Both pitchers have had games where they've given up a lot of runs. So, not my favorite matchup on the board today, but this is a matchup I'm taking the dog, so I'll take a shot with the Rockies +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the New York Mets. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 8. Houston coming into this matchup 40-40. The Mets 39-39. Pitching for Houston is Ronel Blanco with an ERA of 2.34. Pitching for the Mets is Jose Quintana with an ERA of 4.58. Blanco, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Quintana, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Houston, they're hot right now. They're on a 7-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back Colorado wins. And the Mets, they're playing good as well. They're 8-2 in their last 10, coming off a 2-game Yankee sweep. Yeah, it's a tough game. You're getting 2 teams that are just red hot right now coming into this. Houston 9-1 against the Mets. They've been really good against the Mets. The Mets, though, 7-0 at home. This is a tough one. And both pitchers not really giving up any runs here. This one's really tough. And with both teams hot, I think I'm going to lean with the home team in a pick'em scenario. Both teams hot. Mets continue just playing well right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a shot with the Mets money line at home today. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at -155. Padres +120 with the over-under at 9.5. Padres coming into this matchup 44-41. Boston 43-37. Pitching for the Padres is Randy Vasquez with an ERA of 5.10. Pitching for Boston is Nick Pivetta with an ERA of 4.06. Vasquez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pivetta, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Padres playing well right now, 7-3 in their last 10, coming off a 3-game Washington sweep. Boston coming off a Toronto loss, but they're still playing very good, 8-2 in their last 10 right now. Yeah, Padres missing some guys. No Fernando Tatis, Xander Bogaerts. Yeah, they're missing some guys there for the Padres. And Padres 1-9 on the road, bad road team. 3-9 against Boston. Pavetta's had some, not great starts on the mound here. We've seen Vasquez have his games where he gets lit up. Yeah, too many injury concerns for me for the Padres in that lineup. I'll take Boston at home. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -180. The Pirates +140 with the over-under at 8.5. Pirates coming into this matchup 39-41. The Braves 44-35. Pitching for the Pirates is Martin Perez with an ERA of 4.71. Pitching for the Braves is Charlie Morton with an ERA of 4.20. Perez, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Morton, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pittsburgh on a 2-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back Reds wins. Braves coming off a disappointing White Sox loss, 1-0 yesterday. I know that killed a lot of people's parlays. Yeah, this is one I'm just not sold on the Braves. They had a great matchup yesterday. Didn't look good there. Morton had some rough starts. He's given up 5, 1, then 4. So he's had his games where he's given up runs here. And yeah, I'm just not sold on the Braves here being a big favorite. I'll take the Pirates +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -140. The Cubs +120 with the over-under at 8.5. Cubs coming into this matchup 38-44. The Brewers 48-33. Pitching for the Cubs is Jamison Tylon with an ERA of 2.90. Pitching for the Brewers is Colin Rea with an ERA of 3.62. Tylon, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 10 strikeouts. Rea, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 0 strikeouts. The Cubs coming off a Giants win 5-3 yesterday. Nice bounce back after dropping their last 4 games. Then the Brewers, they're on a 4-game winning streak coming off a 3-game Rangers sweep. They are just 2-6 against Milwaukee on the road. The Brewers 5-0 at home. They play well. Yeah, I like the Brewers. They're playing very good. Cubs on a bit of a bad stretch right now. I'm going to take Milwaukee at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Kansas City Royals. Guardians opening up as road favorites at -120. The Royals +110 with the over-under at 10. Guardians coming into this matchup 51-28. The Royals 45-38. Pitching for the Guardians is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 4.66. Pitching for the Royals is Alec Marsh with an ERA of 4.40. McKenzie, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Marsh, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Cleveland losing to the Royals yesterday 2-1, dropping their last 2 on that big win streak. Cleveland 0-5 on the road against the Royals, 1-5 against the Royals. Haven't been good against the Royals here. I think Royals are good dogs today. Both pitchers been giving up runs. McKenzie hasn't been that great on the mound. Hasn't had those dominating games. He gives up runs. Give me the Royals +1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at -130. The Reds +115 with the over-under at 8.5. Reds coming into this matchup 38-43. The Cardinals 41-39. Pitching for the Reds is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 4.48. Pitching for the Cardinals is Andre Palante with an ERA of 5.23. Montas, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Palante, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Cincinnati coming off a St. Louis win. A big underdog win for them yesterday, 11-4. They are at 4-2 on the road against St. Louis. They've had success against the Reds here. Palante coming off probably one of his worst starts, giving up 5 runs. Montas, he's giving up 2, 3, and 4 here, so he definitely gives up runs. Yeah, I don't know. Big win like that on the road for the Reds lets you believe that they can hang in this series, and maybe it could be a down spot for St. Louis. I'm gonna take the Reds plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Los Angeles Angels. Detroit opening up as road favorites at -120. Angels plus 110 with the over/under at 9. Detroit coming into this matchup 37-44. Angels 34-46. Pitching for Detroit is Kenta Maeda with an ERA of 6.0. Pitching for the Angels is Zach Plesac with an ERA of 8.68. Maeda, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Plesac, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 1 strikeout. Both pitchers give up runs here. Plesac giving up a lot of runs. Detroit getting shut out yesterday by LA 5-0. LA on a little win streak, 4-game win streak, playing actually pretty well during this stretch. Detroit 3-7 in their last 10. They've really struggled here. Yeah, I hate the pitching matchup on both sides. Both pitchers give up a lot of runs. Could be in for an over kind of game. I think that's why we got a high over sitting at 9. Not sold on Detroit. They haven't played well. Angels playing good. And if Plesac can have a decent game, they might be able to win this game. Give me Angels plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we've got the Minnesota Twins versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -130. The Twins plus 115 with the over/under at 7. Twins coming into this matchup 45-36. Seattle 46-37. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA of 4.50. Pitching for Seattle is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 2.71. Ober, his last start, he pitched 9 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Gilbert, his last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's coming off back-to-back 0-run games. Twins coming off back-to-back dominating Arizona wins. Seattle coming off a Tampa Bay win. They've been very spotty here these last 2 weeks, just 2-6 in their last 8. They play well at home, though. They're 9-1 at home. Gilbert been very good on the mound here for Seattle. Minnesota kind of came back to life in that Arizona series. They are 4-1 in their last 5. So, I mean, they're actually playing pretty well during this 10-game stretch. I think Twins are good dogs today. Gilbert's been good on the mound. Ober hasn't been horrible. But yeah, Mariners been struggling. I mean, Twins plus 1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at -150. Oakland plus 130 with the over/under at 9. Oakland coming into this matchup 29-54. Arizona 39-42. Pitching for Oakland is J.P. Sears with an ERA of 5.04. Pitching for Arizona is Slade Sassoni with an ERA of 5.74. Sears, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 8 runs, had 1 strikeout. His last 3 starts on the mound have been horrible. He's given up, 15 runs in his last 3 starts, which is just not good. Sassoni coming off a 1-run game, coming off 2 of his better starts of the season. Oakland, they're on a 5-game losing streak right now. Bad stretch after getting swept by the Angels. Arizona coming off a bad Minnesota series. But Oakland 0-10 on the road. They're just a horrible road team here, and doesn't look too good with Sears on the mound, who's been getting lit up. Give me the D-backs at home today. In the last matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the San Francisco Giants. Looking like we got a pick'em scenario. Both teams minus 110 with the over-under at 7.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 51-31. The Giants 39-43. Pitching for the Dodgers is Landon Knack with an ERA of 2.10. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.16. Knack, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 0 runs. Had 2 strikeouts. Webb, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 4 runs. Had 8 strikeouts. Dodgers, they're on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a White Sox sweep. Giants coming off a Chicago loss. Played very well in that Cubs series. Dodgers 6-1 against the Giants. 13-3 on the road against the Giants. They've been very good against San Fran here. Knack has been very good on the mound. He's only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts here. He's been very solid. And in a pick'em scenario, yeah, I'll take the better team and better pitching matchup. Give me the Dodgers money line on the road today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.